On today's spooky spot, we're going to be having a look at another piece from the Hawthorn Simpsons collection. We're going to be looking today at the Flanders spooky house. And I don't know, if I think I kind of like this one a little bit more than the Simpsons house, just because there's a lot more coloring, I think, going on. We've got more of a purple, we've got the blob up there. It says trick or treat, kind of like dripping blood. The piece, as you can see, was at the front of the house here. The collection piece that came with the Flanders house is, of course, Flanders as the devil. That can be arranged. But very small, as you can see down below at the bottom there, devilish Flanders. Very small, but very nicely detailed. As you can see, the only one drawback for my piece, at least, is he's got a broken arm. Not too bad, because the pitchfork kind of keeps it together. I might have to just end up gluing it a bit. But despite the broken arm, as you can see, very fragile these pieces can be. Flanders still looks very, very cool. So we'll move Flanders aside here, give you guys a detailed look at the house. Seems common that they've got bats on every one of the pieces in the Simpsons Hawthorn collection. Got a giant spider in the front. You imagine size-wise how big that spider is to the door, also the car. Side there we've got some jack-o'-lantern. Got some cracked window. We've got some spooky eyes peering through. And on the back we've got a bat. And we've got some more jack-o'-lanterns. I think this house has a little more charm than the Simpsons house does. Don't get me wrong, I like the willy on top there, the spider willy and everything else, but I don't know, I think paint-wise, the Flanders house I think looks a little nicer. Now it doesn't have, if I flip it over, by the way, sculpture number is I want to say that's A0626. But unlike the Quickie Mart, it would be the same as the Simpsons house. It doesn't actually have anything else other than light up features. No electronics or anything like that. But it does come with a bulb, as you can see, same as the others as well. Same hole as well. And if we just place it into place, just get it to lock in there. There we go. And I mentioned this a couple of times already, but one thing about these bulbs is once you get them sandwiched in there, they don't go anywhere. They're not going to move or anything like that. And then they've got cord feeds, so you can have the piece flush to your shelf or wherever you would like to display it. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to turn the light on. Now, again, if I turn it on, you probably won't see it very well, so maybe I'll just cut the lights a bit in the front. Whoa. And we'll turn it on, and we've got it nicely lit up here. And you know what, let's cut the other light as well, so I'll show you guys the front. Very nicely lit up. I almost think the Flanders house is better lit as well than the Simpsons house is. Got front windows there, got the door all lit up, and the side windows as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little skeleton there also. On the back, completely lit up. Very, very cool. Alright, let's turn the light back on. I'm getting a little scared in the dark here. Wouldn't you know, as soon as I say I better turn on the light, I'm a little scared in here. What does Butterfingers do? I knock the lamp and break the bulb. There you go. That's it. That's completely random for you. I don't know. Maybe I got a ghost in the house. But a very cool Simpsons collection. And again, we were looking at the Flanders house. Still lit up, I might add, as well. Let's actually just turn it off. There we go. I would say if you had the chance, granted, I don't know if you wouldn't necessarily want the Flanders house over the Simpsons house, But I think detail-wise, the Flanders house definitely looks a lot nicer than the Simpsons house. Again, finding it on eBay is probably your best bet. These are from 2005. Or sometimes you might be able to find these at like sales, like collectors conventions and stuff like that. Sometimes I've seen these there as well. But a very neat looking set to pick up. And I think eBay wise, you're probably looking, these are probably running about maybe $30 to $80, depending on you know, how close you are to Halloween. Obviously closer to Halloween you're going to pay a lot more for these. But today's spooky spot, complete with a broken bulb. I'm going to have to get a light bulb and fix that. But we were actually looking at the Hawthorn Simpsons collection of the Hawthorn Village. We're looking today at the very creepy Flanders house, complete with little devilish Ned that can be arranged. And I'll see you guys next time for another spooky spot. Woo!